Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Trenny and C. I'm Trenny. This is C. Today we have a comparo video for y'all. We've got the
Bottled and Bond bourbon blowout.
That's exactly what it is. Except it's just between two.
Yeah.
We've got Bottle and Bond Heaven Hill. Look at this beauty. Tell us a bit about this, C.
That is one that's like not so hard to find in some places, but also like super hard to find in other places. Like here, that's a lottery bottle for like $70, and in other places in the world, that's like
$12.
Yeah, it's like a $12 bottom shelf. You know, like pick it up at Superstore kind of thing.
Because this is kind of like the namesake of the distillery, Heaven Hill. And we just don't get that around here.
Yeah, and this is the 7-year-old version, I believe.
It is.
And, well, actually, it's Comparison Friend, which is Old Granddad, which is a Jim Beam product, has it all written out right on the back for us to read and kind of look like we know what we're talking about.
Okay, well, I'm going to pour it while you read it.
Sure. So on the Old Granddad bonded, it says right here that bottled in bond in accordance with Old Granddad himself and the U.S. government. It says here, OGD bonded is distilled under the requirements of the century-old Bottled in Bond Act, created to ensure the integrity of bourbon. OGD bonded bourbon is the product of one distillery and one distiller in a single season, barreled for at least 4 years and bottled at exactly 100 proof. So that's essentially explaining on the bottle what bottled in bond is, right?
Basically, it's just
it's some regulations to ensure quality. It's a standard, right?
Yes.
And for a long time, kind of bottle in bond went away, and now we're seeing this like resurgent in bottled in bond bourbons, which is fantastic because really it just means like a better quality product. So here we go. We've got them lined up in order of what you're seeing.
Yep.
In
So
the glass.
in the middle is the Heaven Hill, and on the outsides is the OGD.
So where do you feel you want to start?
I mean, they're both the same percentage. Let's start with the Jim Beam product.
Okay. Because we're more familiar with it. I'd say.
Yeah. Okay. So one thing that's nice about this Old Granddad Bottle and Bond is it's like relatively readily available in BC right now. I've seen it in a couple stores. Yeah,
it's been around for the last like year and a half, 2 years.
And it's not crazy expensive here. So it's kind of like if you want that step up from just regular Old Granddad or Beam products, you
get a little higher percentage, but still a really good price.
And it's cool also because it's a higher rye bill. So you get those sort of things.
So it does have a nice kind of like tingly sizzle on the nose buds.
Love the tingly sizz.
Also, to me, it has more of like this like dark fruit kind of.
Yeah, totally. Like a little bit plummy, a little bit.
But like a nice richness, and like you can just tell like it's bold. There's a lot kind of going on there. It's good stuff.
There's even like I kind of get like a little bit of like a tobacco vibe off of it.
Oh, I agree.
Okay, let's do a nosing round first. Okay. I like that. That's nice. That was really nice.
Okay, Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
Oh.
To me, this is instantly Elijah Craigie.
Yeah,
if you can use that as like a contextual tasting note, like I mean, if you're new to the bourbon world, you won't get that, but
that's a really good benchmark to go off of because I mean they're both Heaven Hill.
To me, obviously. This is more vanilla sweet, like
there's a nice sweetness to it. There's a nice kind of richness to it too,
like almondy.
To
me,
this glass is a little bit musty dusty, so it might be picking up the wrong must. But
to me, like the Heaven Hill, if I had to pick a nose right now, like initial nosing, I'm going with the Heaven Hill personally. No, I stand by our assessment. Like the Old Granddad is spicier and plummy fruitier, and the Heaven Hill is more the vanilla caramel kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like it's maybe almost more on the realm of what.
Well, it's like a vanilla ice
cream. Kind of a classic sort of bourbon nose to it, which it keeps honestly growing as it's in the glass too, which is doesn't always happen.
With a little bit of a cherry essence to it or something.
Yeah, for sure.
No, yeah.
Oh, there it is. It's starting. For me, this glass was a little bit musty, so I think it's like finally starting to show. Yeah, the cherry is definitely there, and there's almost like a little slight menthol cherry kind of thing.
It's like a vanilla ice cream with a cherry on top to me. One last schnoz on the spicy, chewy,
chewing tobacco,
sour rye on this one though. The OGD definitely has more of a sour. It's like a sour cherry.
Okay, let's get into the flavor flav. Okay, OGD first.
Arm sniff. I should have done the arm sniff before, but I'm resetting. Okay, OGD.
Yeah,
OGD sip. Big walnut.
Jim, big walnut comes across really like light up front, but the spice is in the middle.
It's got the effervescent, tingly finish for sure. Like there's a nice mouth presence
for sure, and a nice drying sensation too.
You're right. Like, it does dry on the back end.
Okay.
It's nice. Really a rye bourbon.
It is. It's kind of like the people that do love Jim Beam products and that want that kick of rye and just something a bit different. This kind of gives it to you.
I hate to say it, but a great mixer too. Like where you're gonna taste the bourbon in the it's not just gonna totally get overwhelmed by the cola.
Yeah.
We have an audience today, and the audience is clearly not interested in what we're doing. They're
TikTok
on their own TikTok. Okay. All right, let's. Are you ready to move along?
Oh, sure.
Can I interest you in moving along?
Let's go to Heaven Hill.
Okay.
I kind of like the nose more now. Yeah. Let's get to it.
Here we
go. That is just like creamier and like.
It's way softer and like.
And just the level of sweetness is a little higher.
Okay, I'm gonna try again.
It's kind of funny though, because like these could be considered, in certain states, this is like just bottom shelf, like whatever, because it's so readily available. But for us up here, being able to try both these side by side, you kind of see where the quality lies.
It's a nice shootout.
They're both
really good actually.
I gotta go in one more time, but actually like
there's actually
the spiciness on the end is
there's
hotter.
Quite a lot of there's a bit of a peppery finish to the Heaven Hill. Like it arrives pretty soft and like
sweet in the middle, and that's kind of like
and sweet, and then it gets peppery towards the backside.
Yeah. And like there's some like kind of soft caramels on the nose too.
Also, even like a little bit of that like almond nuttiness too. Okay, I feel like I gotta do a little flip flop again.
I feel like I gotta go like this real quick.
Oh yeah, I have no palate cleansing water available. Here we go. I'm going back. Now I'm kind of liking the sour cherry nose of the Old Granddad. Like, turns out I like everything.
Turns out bourbon's really good.
Turns out bottled and bond bourbons is like really delicious. Here we go.
I mean, it is really good. It's just like anything. If you have too much of something, you get bored of it. So,
yeah, it's like too readily available now.
Yeah. But
it's got like that sour note that makes it kind of fun too. Like I don't know. Oh, if I had to pick just one.
If you had to. Like if you were in a circumstance where you actually had to just pick one. Like today, for instance.
Like right now when you're doing a head-to-head challenge.
Okay, I'm going to try the Heaven Hill one more.
Life or death, though.
Do you know what?
Plane crashing final dram. Right? Like final bottle service, planes going down, final dram.
Like, do they do a drink, sir?
Do they do a final bottle service when the plane's going down? Yeah. Presumably.
Yeah, I mean, you just sip it over your oxygen mask.
Under?
Whatever.
Okay.
What are you sipping on? That's the Heaven Hill. I really like the the soft arrival, the sweet level of
I
the
do
cherries.
too. I do too.
The kind of peppery, I don't want to say harshness, but it does actually like almost,
Yeah.
it does get a little hot like when you
It
just
does.
let it sit at
But
the
they
end there.
kind of both do.
They both do, but
Like this one does kind of, you're right, it does kind of heat up on you.
No.
Gets your ears kind of tingling a bit. Like a little bit of back palate. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
one
the
more left.
plane is going down, sir. I'm gonna have to move on to someone else if you don't choose.
They both have their good things, but since the plane's going down, I'm gonna ask for some Heaven Hill because
I
it's where
am
I'm
too.
going. It's where I'm heading.
I am
To heaven,
too.
hopefully.
Good
Whatever.
point.
Yeah.
Good point. And you're gonna crash into a hill, so
And maybe I'll visit my old granddad.
he'll be there waiting
He'll
for
be there.
you.
Exactly. You kind of get the best of both
Oh
worlds. if you choose
man,
Heaven
we
Hill.
just kind of rolled that all up, like closed it out real nice. And this video's over now.
Yeah.
You know what? Both are really good, but today I think we're both choosing the Heaven Hill.
I like it. Yeah. We both like it.
All right. Well, tell us in the comments. Do you like it? Click like, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell a friend.
And check us out on Instagram if you haven't.
man.
At Training and
And the TikTok.
The TikTok, yeah.
All right. Cheersies.
Jersey McBeal.
Mm-hmm.
Tranny and C.